Okay, folks, this is Tenacious Earl, and we are going to get started on the final round of the 2018 Silverado Open, the first installment of the 2018-19 Tenacious Golf Tour, using History Maker Golf tournament mode. And we're just going to go ahead and get rolling here. Just to maybe refresh your memory, I guess we should put this up here. This happened a few days ago. The perks and issues going into this round, we've got Greer Copeland the third. He is not going to have his workman rating. So where is that? I put that in the wrong one. That goes right here. You have Remington Ramirez, who is lucky, which means he gets a blue chip every time he plays a hole. And Rance Aberley gets the gold putting rating till further notice. He gets to add a rating, and that's the one he chose. So the one last thing that we need to do before we get going here with the tournament is to check our conditions. I forgot to do that last time, so let's give the white and green dies a roll in. We'll do the decider die as well. So this is what I'm going to call Marine West Coast. Just a moment, I can't see here. Marine West Coast, and we're in October, so we're either going to have windy potentially or just straight exemplary, which would be great conditions. No chance for rainy or slow or anything like that. And it is 13, which means nothing. It's just going to be normal conditions for this final round. So, you can see here at the top of your screen the leaderboard. You've got Braden LaSalle Jr. in the lead at minus 18. One stroke behind is Greer Copeland III. And then a twosome of Remington Ramirez and John Mulkers at minus 16. Eddie Sykes, Trent McAdams, Rance Aberley at minus 15, three back. And then you've got a host of them at minus 14 and then minus 13. Gail Honorado will round it out here. So the pairings, as you can see right here, are going from left to right. The sixth to last pairing will be John Westinghouse and Gail Honorado. Then Parker Melton and Nick Yarlett will be the next group off. And then it will be Rance Aberley and Enrique Magallanes. Then Eddie Sykes, Trent McAdams, then Ramirez and Mulkers, and LaSalle Jr., the leader after three, playing alongside Greer Copeland III. Okay, so we're going to get going here. The par 4 first. Generous fairway leads to a well-guarded green, and I'm going to have, this is going to be my sort of getting back up to speed with History Maker Golf. I haven't played it for quite a while, so bear with me as I kind of get myself back into playing shape here. But it's going to be John Westinghouse, no blue chips, no red chips. Starting off, a 1 or a 2 would mean that he has control of the hole on this, as it's a course control rating of 3. If it's 3, 4, or 5, the course dictates how, or the hole dictates how that particular hole plays out for him. And a 6 is an easy par where he would get a blue chip if he takes the easy par. So here we go. Westinghouse, and he will have control with 1, 2, 4 to start. A nice drive down the middle, probably. And so, yeah. So the way, again, let's do a refresher here. I started the blank because, again, it's been a while. The white die determines whether the player's qualities will control the hole or whether the course does. And in this case, the player does. So then you take the rest of the dice reading from, lowest to highest, basically. So the colors do not matter in those terms, although the green might matter later on. But usually Well, the black and the silver would be read as a twosome if the hole controls, but because the player controls, we read it as a trio of numbers 1, 2, 4. And so if he is a duffer, John Westinghouse does not have the duffer quality, and it's not considered a firm green, so it's going to be a golf cam green. So it's not daunting, and it's not a challenging green. So golf cam green. We go to the green 2 number on a par 4. Is it friendly? It's not. It's not challenging. So it's an easy par putt for him. So Westinghouse, the easy putt is the 6-6 miss for a par. And so he makes it, and that is going to be a par. And I'm trying to remember what I do. I put a 0. So on my score sheet, and we'll go to Honorado now. And I have this little green token that I forgot to put out there for Westinghouse, but we'll put it there for Honorado this time. Okay, so now this time the hole controls it with a 56, and that means it's going to be, he's got to play out of the trees with a green 3. And so that's out of the trees on his first shot. Green 3, is he a workman? Honorado does not have the workman recovery designation, so he has a solid iron to the fairway, pitches onto the green for an easy par putt within plenty of distance of the hole to have an easy par, and he makes it. And so he will remain at minus 13. Okay, so let's move on. Hello, Mr. Moley, and to everyone else here on the channel. Okay, so a little bit tougher hole here, the 240-yard second hole, and we will stick with Westinghouse and Honorado. Bear with me, I'm going to start filling in my par scores on the sheet here. Par is a good score on this long uphill par 3. You get a couple of rolls on the, well, actually the course dominates this hole altogether. You're going to end up with 5. The only good roll you can get is a 6, really, as far as that doesn't deal with the course, because even the golf cam course designations are going to get you daunting half the time, which could really complicate things. So here's Westinghouse. And so he gets a 1 again, but this time it's going to be 34. That's golf cam course. The decider die says no, which should get him a par, most likely. So a 4 on the par 3. Daunting. It's not daunting because the decider die says it's not. So it's going to be a clutch putt for birdie. And he is gold. So he would earn a blue chip either way here. So 1 to 5, he makes it, gets a blue chip. If it's a 6, he misses, and he gets a red chip, and he'll have an easy par putt. And it's in. Westinghouse gains a stroke on the field, and he moves up to minus 15. Good start for Westinghouse. And now Honorado. Well, he's also going to miss out on the decider die. That should help him out for 24. Golf cam green. And now the green 4 here. Friendly, nope. Challenging, nope. So it's going to be a clutch putt for par for him, and he is neutral. So 1 to 3. And it's a 5. So he misses his par putt, has an easy bogey. And he makes it. But he will drop a shot to minus 12. And he's already battling being out of contention. Mr. Moley's been waiting all week to call me on Liverpool and Barcelona. Well, okay. I'm not a big fan of Barcelona, so I don't care. Okay, so now we've got Parker Melton and Nick Yarlett here at the first. Okay, so a 45 is going to be in the trees for Parker Melton. as it was for Gail Honorado. Honorado was able to work it out of there for par. Now a green 5 in this case. Is he a master? He is not. So it's going to make it a difficult second putt for par. So the difficult is a 1 to 3, and he is going to take his chances here. And he makes it. Bit risky there. If he missed it, he would have dropped minus 13, and he still would have had to make a 1 to 5. So here is Yarlett. And he will take an easy par and gain a blue chip with the white 6. So, all right. Not sure how long this will go on here tonight. It is Mother's Day weekend, so being able to play a ton of this over the weekend is going to be not so easy. So, but we'll see. So, no daunting on this, but it still is a course control of 5. So you're going to end up with, without the player making much of a difference on this, it's mostly going to be the card, the course card, bringing about things here. So Westinghouse, unless Westinghouse wanted to use the blue chip, but instead he's going to hold on to it for now, and it will be a 26 golf cam course and a green 5. And I flipped right past it. Okay, golf cam course, green 5. Daunting or scatter golfer. He that's not daunting and he's not scatter, so he's gonna have another clutch putt for birdie. So now if he misses this, he will lose the blue chip. But he can't use it because he can't get any better. So it's either a 1 to 5. He makes it, goes 2 under on his round so far, and gets a second blue chip, and he makes it. John Westinghouse asserting himself early. I believe a 2A is a bump in tournament rating, and he is playing pretty well here to start this final round. Moves up to minus 16, 2 back. Okay, now Gail Honorado. Hoping for a 6 here. He could play the red chip and just automatically kind of eat it up on a hole that he's got a, some 80-some-odd% chance. And he should have done it. That's a 14. And he's back in the woods. He's spraying his tee shot. Driver not working very well right now. And a green 6 is going to be real. Well, he is a master, so he's going to have a difficult putt for birdie. And Honorado is going to take the red chip. He's going to cast it off. So make that difficult birdie putt a double difficult, but then he's going to lag it up. And so that takes it from double difficult to an easy par. So he lags. Actually, this is the lag rule as well. So we will go ahead and try the lag rule here for Honorado. And he gets 1-1, but so it's still going to be the easy putt for par, and he makes it. So he casts off the red chip, and he gets a par on a hole that's course controlled. We have Father's Day in June as well. So, okay, here's Melton. And actually, I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I feel like I used to put minuses for when it was a birdie and. Or no, I know what I did. I filled them in. I used X's for bogeys. Got to remember back to my little nomenclature here. It's been a while. Okay, so back to this hole, and it's a 4, and the decide or die is yes. So this is going to be Well, it's not going to matter because it's in the sand. That may actually be helpful in this case. We'll see. Green 5, par 3. Is he sandy? He's not, so it's going to be a difficult putt for par. So a 1 to 3. He made one of these on the last hole, and he makes it again. Knocks it down. Here is Yarlett. And Yarlett, it's early. He's going to use the blue chip to take control. So he is going to, the white die is going to be out of it, but he does have a laser designation, which might help him on the par 3 here. So let's see, a 1-5-6. Par 3. Is he hacker or gilded? No, and we go with experience, and he is an icon. And it's a green 6, so it's really probably not going to be too helpful. Well, actually it is. It's an icon. He is an icon, so at least he gets a moderate putt for birdie out of it. So moderate birdie putts are 1 to 2. If he gets a 1 or a 2 here, he moves to minus 15. But he misses, so the moderate birdie goes to an easy par, which is the high roll, the 6-6 miss, and he makes it. So that is that. He will remain at minus 14. So we're going to go now to the first, and it will be Rance Aberley. John Westinghouse there, sitting in great shape. So back to the first. Here is Aberley, big hitter. Not such a great game around the green, although he is getting his putter together. Clutch putting pretty good. But if he gets into the sand or the rough, all bets are off. And it is going to be his control 4-5-5. Par 4, 4-5-5. Is he a legend? Yes, he is. He gets a blue chip, and that is a great drive right down the middle. Extra distance, extra bounce, and the gallery cheers that one on. Green 4 as the gallery cheers. Is he utility? No. He'll have a moderate putt for birdie. Now, Aberley could make it easy, which would be 1 to 4. He's going to stick with 1 to 2 here and save the blue chip and hope that he can maybe catch a break here and have it slip in the side of the cup. Let's see. Oh, and it's a 3. If he would have used the chip, it would have made it better, but now an easy par, and he is good with that. So opportunity lost there. Here is Enrique Magallanes. I think he dropped from a 1C to a 2A here. And it's going to be the course control 45. He's into the trees, and it's a green 6, a bad lie in the trees. And it's going to take some heroics for him to maintain his spot there at minus 14. Par 4 first. Is he a master? He is not. It will be a double difficult putt for par. And Enrique will lag it up there. Misses the lag, but it gives him an easy bogey putt, which he makes. But he will drop to minus 13. So Enrique with a difficult start to his first tournament of the season. Hey, Bleacher Bums, thank you. Kind of good to get this back out again. Not kind of. It is good to get it back out again. But have a lot. I'll tell you, I have a lot of things on my mind as far as hobbies, and this is something that I needed to get to. But sometimes you just get where you're a little distracted by some other things for a little bit. So this is a par 4, the fourth. Westinghouse playing great right now. I'm going to hold on to the two chips, I believe, not use anything here. but this is a chance for him to drop a shot. Sloping green makes this one a very tough hole, one of the toughest on the course. So it's got the semi-daunting for the course rating and the semi-challenging for the green rating, and the control number is 4, so it's a tough one. And here is Westinghouse looking for a white 1. He doesn't get it. 56. That is going to be Golf Cam course, and the decider die is helping him out today. That's going to mean it's not daunting. Green 3. It's not cordial. It's not daunting, so he's going to have a clutch putt for par. So he's 2 for 2 on the clutch putts. He should go 5 for 6 usually. He could get another blue chip here as long as he doesn't get a 6, and he doesn't. So he's had 3 clutch putts, and they've all gone, and it's helping him to amass a trove of them right now. May come in handy later. In Honorado now, he's been struggling, and this hole is not going to relent for him probably either. 25, it's in the rough off the tee. He is a master. See if that helps him out. 5 on the par 4. Is he a master? Yes. He's going to have an easy putt for par. So as long as he navigates that, oh, and he just barely squeaks it in there. HMG is the best distraction, Mr. Moley says, and it is a good one. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, what's distracting me right now is I enjoy flight simulation as well, and so I've kind of gotten that back out again. So it's kind of taken my focus, a little bit of my focus, but this is still here, and it's still going. So here is Mr. Parker Melton. And 14 is trees. Trees. T in the tree. So he is not a master with a green 5, so he has a difficult putt for par again. He's 2 for 2, going to be 3 for 3. Oh, and he is. So unfortunately for him, they haven't been clutch putts. He would be getting himself some capital here, but he's going to stay at minus 14. Nick Yarlett. Just trying to survive these first couple holes. Trees again. Green 5. This is a difficult second putt for par for him as well, as he is not a master. So how about Yarlett? Is the good luck going to rub? No, he gets a 6. So that's going to be a... well, now he has a moderate bogey putt, 1 to 5, and he makes that. So Yarlett will drop a shot and fall back with Enrique. Okay, it's Rance Aberley now at the top second. Would need to roll the decider die to see if he could use that blue chip to gain control. Actually, I didn't do that, did I, with Yarlett? Oh, well. Doesn't matter. He just dropped a shot, so he ain't really getting anywhere. 46. It's in the trees. Green 6. He's not a master, so Aberley is going to have a double difficult putt for par. So he's going to lag it here. Misses the lag. So it gives him an easy bogey. And Aberley will fall to minus 14. Magallanes. And on a tough hole, he is, well, you could also see, but it needs a little tip on this game, if I haven't mentioned it before. So on the par 3, you're allowed to, so anytime you get the white 6, you can either take an easy par, or you can attack the green on a par 4 or par 5, or you can attack the pin on a par 3. And the thing about a par 3 is that you already know what your green die is. On the par 4 or par 5, you have to re-roll the green die if you want to attack. And each hole, but on the par 3, you already know because you have to take the green die roll. Now, the tip that I'm going to give you is that I'm not sure, I can't remember if I mentioned it. If it hits the green die is the same number as the par of the hole, it gives you some extra little, you can check something of the golfer's ilk to see if he's either, I forget what it is. I'm not going to look it up right now, but you can actually get, that's where your potential for your best chance at a birdie, if you attack the green or attack the pin, is like if this were a par 5, if you get the green 5 when you re-roll the green die. But in this case, because it is a 5, you already know that it's probably not going to work out in Magellanes' favor. So we're just going to take the easy par, give him a blue chip, and let him walk to the third. So, okay, and here is, I don't think we saw Eddie Sykes at all last year, so here we go. He's got a semi-gilded rating, so that doesn't come up too often, but when it does, it could be a real pain in the butt for him. 46, me in the trees. A lot of trees here to start. Par 4, green 4. Workman, he's not a workman, so he'll have a moderate putt for par. 1 to 5, and he's good to go. So Sykes starts off well. And here's Trent McAdams. This guy's been a mainstay on the tour for a while now. A couple victories last year, I believe. He gets a white 5, which is going to mean it's going to be 22, and that's in the rough off the tee. Green 2, maybe that will earn him a wow or something. Let's see. 2, is he a master? Semi-master with a dot, yes, so he gets a wow. So that will earn him a blue chip. And then we re-roll the white die to get the result. It's a 1. He's got a chance at an eagle with a great shot out of the rough. We need to, well, it says re-roll. I'm gonna roll the black die now instead. If it's a 1, it's an eagle. Otherwise, it's a gimme for birdie. And it's a 2, so it's a gimme for birdie for McAdams, and a good start for him as long as he can make the high roll, the 6-6 miss. And it's in there. So a good start for Trent. And he does get a blue chip. Oh, wait, I gave him a blue chip. So, okay. He moves to -16 with Westinghouse, Mulkers, and Ramirez. This is the updated fictional list with some cards that I had to create as well. So there are some new players that are not on this tour because I don't have them. You know, I'm trying to give continuity between seasons, so those players will be added into whatever Slacker tour I embark on later on. So, all right. So the first par 5. And it's a scoring hole, double cordial, semi-direct, chance at an eagle if you can get a direct hole here. You want to avoid the white 5, but the white 5 even would probably get you a simple birdie here as long as you get a course card, or on the course. So Westinghouse hoping to go 3 under par in the first 5. After this hole, maybe more. Oh, and he gets the white 5. That's a 13. It's in the rough with his third shot, so kind of gets derailed here. He could have used a blue chip to guarantee, and he gets a green 6 as well, which makes it even worse. So is he a master? He's not. So he'll have a double difficult putt for par. So he's gotten a lot of good luck early on, and that kind of comes back to bite him. So the double difficult putt for par, so he will lag this. He could use blue. He wants to save blue chips. He'll take a bogey here, accept it, keep the blue chips. So he does end up with the easy bogey putt. and he bogeys an easy hole. That's not going to taste well, especially if he loses by a shot. That's one you should be thinking at least birdie. And so now Honorado maybe with a chance to, but he still has 3 chips, so he can work his way back from that. But that stings a bit. Okay, Honorado gets a 4, 5, 6. I think that's a Golf Cam green, but let's take a look. It is. But he does not get the decider die. So the Golf Cam green, it's not friendly. It's not challenging, so he's going to have a clutch putt for par. 1 to 3, and he makes it. So an easy hole, but it's not a good start. Yeah, we'll see see what kind of new winners we get from the sort of the reboot of these cards and how they distribute. Parker Melton now, he is even par through 3. And it's going to be 15, which is in the rough off the tee. Green 6 is a bad lie, and it's going to be, he would need a master to avoid a double difficult putt for par, which he doesn't have. So another lag, and the green die has been coming up a lot of 6. That is going to be an easy bogey putt now, which he makes. And so he'll drop to minus 13. Guys are having trouble here in the early going, except for Westinghouse. He's the only guy. Well, McAdams, too, with 1 birdie. Now, Yarlett. So we've got, again, 36. That's going to be trees with the second shot. And green 2. Might have a chance to get out and maybe make a par out of this. Let's see. Not a master, so an easy putt for par. If he'd been a master, he would have had a chance at a wow shot. So the easy par, and he recovers. Well, it's fun to know that know these players' names and to know that some of them are pretty good here. We've got some good players here in this group. So it's going to be Magellanis first here at the 3rd. And 14 is going to be Woods and 1. Green 4, not a workman, so he'll have a moderate putt for par. And he'll make that. Rance Aberley is going to take his blue chip and take control of this hole. It's not daunting, so he doesn't need 2. 1, 4, 6. Legend, yes, he's a legend, so he can't get a blue chip because he used 1. But he does get the gallery cheers, and a green 6 isn't going to be that helpful. A lot of green 6s. That's bad lies. Even in the fairway, it's a bad lie. He's not a hacker, so he ends up with a difficult putt for birdie. 1 to 2. Actually, no, it's a 1 for a birdie. Needs a 1, and he misses it. So now a moderate putt for par. Needs to avoid a 6, and he does. Tough break. So Trent McAdams, you have to spend a blue chip to roll the decider die to take control of this hole. Although we didn't with Yarlett, but okay, 44 is it's going to be it's the caution warning or whatever you want to call that triangle. So it's sand in 1. And his follow-up gets tougher. So green 2, sand in 1. Is he sandy? Semi-sandy does not have the decider die, though, so that doesn't help him out. So a moderate putt, that becomes a difficult putt for par. 1 to 3. And it's good. Keeps the blue chip. Eddie Sykes. He's in the rough. Green 1 might give him a chance here for a birdie. Let's see. He's not a workman, so he gets a pin shot. So the pin shot is with it's a pin shot with a target, a bullseye. So what that means is that we roll green die, or actually we re-roll the white die, I guess it is. And if it's a 1, then we roll the decider die. If it's yes, then it's birdie. But it's a 6, so it's going to be a difficult putt for par. It needs a 1 to 3, but he makes it. So, all right. All right, we're back to the first, and here is Remington Ramirez, who has his lucky designation here. So he gets a blue chip on every hole, and he will use it to gain control of this one. One, two, four. I think we already saw. Did we see 1, 2, 4 on this hole before? I feel like we did. Duffer, no. Firm green, no. So it's going to be golf cam green. Par 4 and a 1. Challenging or scattered? He's neither. So it's a clutch putt for birdie. He's gold. 1 to 5. And it's a birdie for Ramirez. And he jumps into a tie for second right off the bat. Can't earn the blue chip for the clutch putt, but he'll get another one on the next hole. So here is John Mulkers. I think this is a new name as well for our, it's going to be 23. Rough into green 1. He's not a workman, so he'll have a pin shot here as well. We re-roll white. Looking for a 1. Gets a 6, so that's another difficult putt for par. Needs that 1 to 3, and he gets it. Okay, so we're almost to the leaders now. I might try to get through the front 9. We'll see how close I can come to getting to that. Okay, so the 6th. A little bit easier hole. Not friendly, not cordial at all. But you only have the 3 course number this time. So Westinghouse is gonna hang on to the blue chips for now and hope for a 1 or a 2. That's a 3. So 26 golf cam course. Maybe he'll luck out here with a green 6. Let's see. Par 4. It's not daunting, so he does have a clutch putt for birdie. Another chance at a clutch birdie. Can he make this one? He would lose a blue chip if he misses it. This time he makes it again, and that's another birdie. The guy, 3 birdies and a bogey. He gets another blue chip, and he gets back to minus 16. Kind of volatile here in the early going, but now Honorado. I think they went out of turn, but once you already kind of play it, it's kind of too late. 24 is going to be golf cam green and a 1. Par 4. It's not challenging or scattered, so this is also a clutch putt for birdie. So either roll would have been a clutch. All right, Honorado is going to use the blue chip because there's a good chance he would lose it. And he makes the birdie. So he gets back to even par on his round, making himself gold with that one. Okay, so now Yarlett and Melton. It'll be Yarlett first this time. Neither of these guys big hitters, so chances of... Well, so double cordial, that's a gimme birdie. He doesn't get a blue chip, but he will take that to get back to minus 13. Not going to risk potential for a par if we're getting maybe the potential for an eagle. But the white 6 earns him a gimme birdie putt, which he makes. So just automatic in this game. When you get the white 6, you just count it. You don't worry about it. Here is Parker Melton. And he will get control 1, 3, 5. on the par 4. Is he a duffer? No, he's not puny either. He's champion semi-hero. Okay, so there you go. You got semi-hero plus the decider die is yes, so he's going to get a that's a special short game shot. You go with the green die, it's a 5. Is he stone? He's not, so he's going to get a double difficult putt for birdie. Or no, he's not stone, so he gets a moderate putt for birdie. Doesn't have any blue chips to use, so he's just going to try and make a 1 to 2 birdie putt. Can he make it? Get him back to minus 14. Ah, and it's in the hole. Melton, both guys birdie this one. And he will return to minus 14, back to even par on his round. Okay. Now to Magellanes. Is rough with a moderately poor lie. A 5. That's a master, not a master, so it's gonna have a difficult putt for par. And he misses that, so now a moderate bogey. And he misses that, so now an easy double, and Magellanes is going to go out of contention. Well, we'll keep him in contention for now, but for the most part, that does it for him. So far back, you have to try and take some chances there, and that was a chance he felt like he needed to take. Now Aberley also a ways back here. It's going to be 55. That's a golf cam course. And the squeaking of this chair is bothering me, so I'm going to stand up for a while. Golf cam course in a green 6. Is it daunting? Yes. He's going to need a clutch putt for par. He is gold. Well, he makes the clutch putt for par. He'll get a blue chip, but he will hold serve. And we'll remain at minus 14. Okay, give me a second here. Removing my chair so it's not in my way as much. Okay, back to the third, and it will be McAdams and Sykes. They both parred, but McAdams birdie on the first gives him the honors, and he's going to use the blue chip here. Feeling good about this hole. 2, 4, 5 on a par 4. It's not a legend. Ah, boy, it's going to end up. He's going to need his short game. Green 5. Is he soft? He's not, so he's going to need a moderate putt for par. 1 to 5, and he makes it, but kind of threw away a blue chip there. Eddie Sykes. Oh, and he gets a white 6. He'll take the par. And a blue chip. Okay, so back to the second. We're almost to the leaders teeing off here. Remington Ramirez birdied the first, and here he is at the second. 56, golf cam course. Gets lucky with the decider die being a no, so par 3, and then a 2. Cordial no, daunting no, it's not this time, so it's an easy putt for par. And he makes it. Remains 1 back. Now Mulkers. Kind of a weird name, kind of a murky name there. And 44. Well, he's going to get that exclamation mark again. So there's a sand with his first shot, par 3, and a 1. Is he chunky? He's not chunky, so he's going to have a pin shot here. And we play it. If he makes it, then he makes it, and if he doesn't, then we raise everything by a shot. That's a 5, so it's going to end up being, instead of a moderate, it's going to be a difficult putt for par for Mulkers. Needs a 1 to 3. Oh, and he makes it. Okay, so the leaders: Braden LaSalle Jr., Greer Copeland III. Well, I forgot to give Ramirez a blue chip. Wouldn't have helped him either anyway, but he didn't use it either. So here is Braden LaSalle Jr. He'll get control. 2, 5, 6. The leader. Is he a legend? No. Nope. He's going to also end up with a short game check. And is he soft? He is not. So he'll have a moderate putt for par here. 1 to 5, or he'll drop into that tie, and he makes it. Okay, and now Greer Copeland III. Birdie would move him into a tie for the lead. And he'll take a blue chip and a par and walk off the first one back, tied with Ramirez. So, okay, where are we at? We're at the 47-minute mark. I'd like to try and keep it under an hour if possible, which means I'm probably not going to get through the front 9, but it's okay. We'll go to 7 here, another par 3. It's pretty long, 212. Still semi-daunting, but this time we're going to have Honorado play first. Narrow opening to the green. Makes birdies hard to come by. It's another one of these that's... Westinghouse might use his blue chips on this hole. Let's have him do that. He's going to take a par here. Ooh, wait. Honorado can attack the green with this. Remember I said a par 3. You already know what it is, and so a 3, let's see what the note is. If he's soft, which he's not, he could have a moderate pitch for birdie. He's not stoned, so he's going to go ahead and take the par as it is. Earn a blue chip. And so, now it's going to be Westinghouse. So he is going to spend a blue chip, roll the decide or die here. We're going to showing you here, it's really getting mixed up. And it's not daunting, so he does not need to spend another blue chip. And he gets control. So here we go. He's going to try and see if he can. And it's a 2, 5, 5. My dice scattered everywhere. Is he a hacker? No, he's not. Right? No, he's not. So it's going to be experience. And a green 2 is going to check if he's an icon. He is an icon, so this is going to be a great play for him. Westinghouse is going to have a gimme putt for birdie, which is the 6-6 miss. And it's in the hole. 4 birdies in the first 7 holes, and Westinghouse is within 1. He is electrified, Westinghouse is. A shocking start. Okay, so Nick Yarlett at the 6th. 36 is going to be in the sand with his bunker shot, or with his second shot. And he's going to have he has a fried egg lie in that bunker. And so he's not a master. He's going to have a double difficult putt for par, and Yarlett is not a starlet on this one. So he's going to lag. Oh. That leaves him with the easy bogey putt, and he makes that. So, again, drops another one. 2 bogeys and a birdie for him. So Parker Melton And so that's a 56. That's Golf Cam course. And a green 1. Let's see how that works out here. Green 1 on a par 4. Cordial. No, is he laser? No, he's not. So, needs a clutch putt for par to remain at minus 14. Needs a 1 to 3. He's made some half these before, and he makes this one. So, par, and he earns a blue chip for the clutch putt. Okay, so Magallanes with his double bogey, he will play this, but it'll be Aberley first. 1 over on his round. And Aberley is going to take the gimme birdie, and he'll get to minus 15. Hang on to his blue chip there. He doesn't get another one because when you get the free birdie on the double cordial par 5s or par 4s, you... Oh, and Magallanes... He's also going to take a birdie. Could chance it, but I don't know. I kind of feel like he's a guy that could get hot, and if you can at least try to have him hang around the leaderboard, maybe he can start stringing stuff together. Here's McAdams. Not an easy par 4 by any stretch here, and he will get a gimme par off the So-Show Chi shot. Just kind of navigates it home. And here is a 12. It's going to be Golf Cam green. And a green 2 and a par 4. Is it friendly? No. Challenging? No. So it's going to be easy putt for par for Eddie Sykes. We haven't had any of the 6-6 misses yet. And we still don't. Always feels bad when you have one of those. And I messed up here somewhere. I messed up. That was right. Aberley and Magallanes each birdied. But I must have pulled up 2 cards. So we had Sykes and McAdams play the third a second time. So that's not what we want. Well, McAdams took us an easy par. And, all right, so we had 12. We had 12 and 2. 1, 2, 2. So it was a 1 on the white die. I remember because on the 3 or was it 5? I think it was a 1. I think he actually would have. I remember thinking to myself he would have control if on just about any other hole, and on this one he did. So let's go ahead and play it through. It's a 1-1-2 it would be Sykes. Is Sykes cold? He is not. He's not gilded, so he has a moderate putt for bird. And so let's take away his blue chip there. Oh, he's semi-gilded. And was it a decide or die of yes? Let's re-roll it. No, he's not. So we will just say it's a moderate putt for birdie. Probably will just get the same par. 1 or 2. Oh, he gets a 2. Let's give him the birdie. And he'll move to minus 16. Maybe a little bit of consternation there, but little mistake. But we can remember the rolls. And all right, now we're back to 3, and it'll be Ramirez and Molkers. Ramirez first. He birdied the first. Both players parred the tough second. And Ramirez will take control with his blue chip, trying to see if he can jump into the lead here. 2-2-3, par 4. 2-2-3. Is he a legend? No. Hero? He is a hero, so he gets an easy putt for birdie. 1-4, and he is in the hole, and he grabs a share of the lead. Remington Ramirez, minus 18. So Mulkers, 2 back of those 2 guys. Does not have a blue chip to spend, so it's going to be 15. He's in the rough. So, and Ramirez being lucky, he gets another blue chip. That's why he's so willing to spend it. Okay, so rough 1 and a green 4. Workman. He's not a workman, so a moderate second putt for par for Mulkers. Needs to avoid a 6, and he does. 3 pars to start the round for him, and it's going to bring us up to Braden LaSalle Jr. No chips to spend here. 23. It's in the rough with his second on the par 3. He's going to drop a shot here, and it'll be Ramirez in the lead unless he can pull off a great escape. So par. So second shot, rough. Par 3. Is he a master? Semi-master with a dot, yes. Okay, so we do what? Re-roll the white die. If it's a 1, he pulls off the miraculous par. Otherwise, he'll have an easy putt for bogey. He needs an easy putt for bogey. He will drop a shot here. LaSalle Jr. loses the lead to Ramirez. And it's going to bring up Greer Copeland III. And a 16, Golf Cam Course. Decider die is no, so that will be helpful. And the 5 is cordial no, daunting no. It's going to be easy putt for par for Greer. 6-6 miss, and he makes it. So that's where we're going to lump it off here for the time being. I may play a second hour later tonight, or possibly tomorrow, and then probably on... actually, hold on just a moment here. Uh-oh. All right, so it's going to keep moving here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, so here, I'll just hold it. So check it out maybe either later tonight or tomorrow. We'll do a second hour worth of this and then try to wrap it up at the very least by Monday, but maybe try to get some more in very shortly. So just trying to look at the screen here to see if I'm shaking this too much. So you got Remington Ramirez, one of the user-created cards in the lead, playing well. He's lucky here this round. And so let's see if he can pull this off. It would be my first, the first card I created that would win a tournament here. So long way to go still. So see you back here at some point in the next 24 hours for another batch of History Maker Golf, final round of the 2018 Silverado Open. Until then, roll on and take it easy.